So due to the weather, we don't have our yard display open today. So I thought I would just film inside the garage and show you a little bit more details of our decorations inside here. So this is one side of the room over here. And I've had people ask before if the walls are wallpaper. They are painted and I use stencils on them. So we'll get a little closer look at the stuff we have. We have some stuff from Spirit. We got Lizzie from Morbid Monstrosities and a couple distortion props. So we'll get a little closer view. All right, we're going to start over here with Dahlia from Spirit. None of the animatronics are on right now, but I'm just showing you our display setup. And then next to her, we have Lizzie. She's from Morbid Monstrosities. I really like her face. And as we continue on, we have prop from Distortions here and a bunch of dolls. Some of these dolls here are pretty creepy. Their faces are really creepy looking. Then I'll step back a little bit further. You can see our display over here in the corner. We got a shelf full of dolls. We have that prop over there on top of the shelf from Spirit. I can't remember the name. And then off here to the side, we have a hag. She's from Distortions. And we just threw a black veil over her and some more dolls. So I'll walk a little bit closer. You can get a better look. And same with these dolls over here. There's some pretty creepy ones in here. Look at that one's eyes. And of course, more creepy dolls. Like I mentioned before, this is the hag right here. She's holding a old doll as well. All we did was just throw a veil on her. But she's pretty creepy. Especially at night when the display's on. It's a little bit darker in here than it is right now. And then here, underneath the light, we have a frame, and it's a TV, and we display one of the Atmos effects downloads on there. And here is the other side of our room. This corner, oh wow, look at that dust. That's crazy looking dust there. That just keeps floating around. Our room is haunted, by the way. I know everybody says, you know, their haunt is haunted or this or that, but our room is legitimately haunted even before we started decorating in here. We didn't used to always have this as part of our display. Maybe the last 5 years or so, and we actually started off with it being a clown circus area, and then we transitioned into this evil room. Anyways, back to the display. The corner over here is a mashup of Reagan and The Conjuring. So we have Reagan levitating over the bed. We have Valak the nun, and then we have Annabelle in the cabinet. So we'll get a closer look at. We also have a Ouija board over here by Reagan. She's levitating off the bed. This nun right here is the widow. We just threw a different costume on her. Then we have Betty up here. She's not on. She's just a prop. Get a closer look over here at the widow on her nun costume. And then Reagan levitating over the bed. And here is the far corner. We have another distortion prop in the corner there, some more dolls. We'll take a closer look. I really like the nun. She's a good scare prop here. She doesn't come out really far, but that really helps in the garage since we don't have a lot of room. But she's a pretty good scare prop. She gets a lot of the kids. And then we have Annabelle in here. It's a little harder to see her because there's a reflection. But I'll move the camera to the glass so you can see her face a little bit better. And then an homage to The Conjuring. We wrote "Miss Me" up here on the top and on the ceiling. And lastly, to the last area, we have some colored pictures. Some more dolls, because you can never have too many. And this is a good corner over here. We got some good dolls over here too. Their eyes are pretty creepy. We got some antique old dolls in here. And then lastly, we have the Shining Twins. And this rocking grandma from Distortions. So that was a look at some of the details of our garage portion of our display. Now usually it's a little noisy in here. Dahlia's usually on. We have the widow on, the TV, and Valak. So there's some pretty good jump scares in here for the people that come in. And it's also, like I said, it's a little bit darker in here. But that's a quick run through, and I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.